morning, dear students. Welcome to digital classes. This is your chemistry period, and as you know that yesterday we have started our unit 7, that is P block elements. And I hope you understood yesterday's video and you know the most of the things about P block elements. So dear students, today we are going to we are going to study about the different compounds of nitrogen. But before that, let's recapitulate what we have done. We have done that the group 15 elements we need to study, in which the general electron configuration NS2 NP1 to 6. Nicogen is the common name which came from the suffocation. So nicomides are all those elements which are suffocating gases. So basically the member of group 15 elements, group 15 are nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth, which become in a mnemonics newspaper Aaj Sab Bikega. In this we can remember all the members of family. So if electron configuration we will see S2P3 is the general configuration, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this we need to see. After that we studied about the general characteristics. So atomic properties we studied, physical and chemical properties we studied. Now today we will study about the all the important compounds of nitrogen. Okay, let's understand about the nitrogen. Nitrogen is its atomic number is 7 and atomic mass is 14. This is basically non-metal which is present in the gas state, and its atomicity is diatomic. So N2 is the molecular state, and electron configuration is helium 2 and 2s2 2p3. Okay, so there are general these 4 type of molecules: N2 dinitrogen, NH3 which is called ammonia, HNO3 which is called nitric acid, and oxo acid of nitrogen. Okay, oxides of nitrogen. So we will talk about one by one. So generally these are the basic 4 things that we need to do in every molecules. So first properties, then preparation, then structure, and then uses. If we will talk about properties, so in this way when you will make this chart, dear students, now it's my instruction to you. You all have to draw the same chart in your notebook, and you will learn the from the chart, and you can compare each molecule with each other on the basis of properties, preparation, structure, and uses. So let's start one by one. First we will study about the properties. So let me zoom it a little bit. So we will talk about properties of nitrogen. So nitrogen properties: molecular nitrogen, or it is called dinitrogen. It is colorless, tasteless and diamagnetic gas. It comprises 78% by volume in atmosphere, whereas N triple bond, N is the bond with I can say bond length 1.09 part meter and high bond energy 945.4 kilojoule mole inverse. So this is the properties of N2. Similar way, there is 2 way to study. Either you can study first about N2 properties, preparation, uses and structure, or you can study first properties of all these 4, then preparation of all these 4, then structure. So I'm going to teach you in the unique way. That is, first we are talking about the properties of all these things. Okay, so now second property of NH3, that is again colorless, pungent smell. So colorless, both the molecules are colorless, but the N2 is tasteless, but here, or odorless, but ammonia is pungent smell. So it is lighter than air. It has highly soluble in H2O because of intermolecular hydrogen bond. So whenever some logical question is coming, this ammonia is highly soluble to any other molecule. So what is the reason? The reason is intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay. Then fourth is ammonia can liquefy at high pressure. When we will pressurizing, compress ammonia, it can be liquefied, and it is one of the very important molecules to carry hydrogen from one place to another place. Otherwise it is very difficult to carry hydrogen from one place to another place. So in the form of ammonia we can take. After that, then by decomposition process we can remove hydrogen from the ammonia. So boiling point is 239.7 Kelvin and freezing point is 198.4 Kelvin. Whereas when we are talking about chemical properties, the oxidation, basic nature, which is weak base, action with halogen, action with carbon dioxide and action with metal. This is homework for you. You all have books from books you need to write down the reaction of these halogen and carbon dioxide. Okay, otherwise okay, so if we will talk about now physical properties of HNO3 and chemical properties of HNO3, it is also colorless like ammonia. It is fuming and pungent smell like ammonia. It is yellowish when we will keep it in sunlight. Boiling point is 355.6, whereas ammonia is 239.7. When boiling point, freezing point of ammonia is 198.4 and its nitric acid is 231.4. It is showing the stain in skin, so the skin is yellow because of its stain. Similar way, the chemical properties, again oxidizing properties of HNO3, oxidation of metal and non-metal, oxidation of compound, oxidation of organic compound. This is also your homework. Whatever chemical properties there, this is you need to complete from your book. Okay, if you are not finding, so you can ask me, I will send you the photograph. Okay. After this oxo acid of nitrogen, there are basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 oxo acid of nitrogen. Like this is nitrous oxide, nitric oxide, then nitro tetraoxide, nitrogen dioxide, nitrogen trioxide, nitrogen tetroxide, nitrogen pentoxide. So in all the cases, N2O is colorless, NO is colorless, N2O3 is blue solid, NO2 is brown gas, N2O4 is colorless, N2O5 is unstable as gas, so it is present in the form of solid, whereas it is colorless acid. Okay, so like this way you can compare all the properties. Now if I will talk about preparation, you know what is the properties and preparation. In properties, when chemical property will talk on the productant side, we will get that molecule about which molecule we are going to study, whereas in preparation it will found in the product side. Okay, sorry, property is reactant side, whereas in preparation it will found in product side. So you can see we are finding, if we are preparing N2, so N2 will be in product side. Okay, so it is very important in examination point of view, the preparation and manufacturing. If we will prepare N2 in lab, it can prepare by reacting ammonium chloride with sodium nitrogen dioxide. When it will react, after heating, we will get ammonium nitride, nitrogen dioxide with NaCl. So ammonium nitrogen dioxide will heat further, we'll get N2 and 2H2O. In this way we will get N2. If we will talk about manufacturing, it is prepared by fractional distillation. Very simple, because fractional distillation is the process which can separate miscible gases by at high pressure and low temperature. If we will talk about ammonia, this is ammonia. If we will talk about ammonia, it is very important to understand about the preparation and manufacturing of ammonia. It is prepared with the help of Haber process, which is very important in examination point of view. If we will heat ammonium chloride with sodium hydroxide, we will get ammonia, NaCl and H2O. In lab, ammonium chloride and calcium hydroxide will give ammonia, calcium chloride and water. Manufacturing, let me explain manufacturing. Manufacturing is Haber's process, in which this is the diagram. First dear students, see, from this nozzle and this nozzle we are passing N2 and O2, N2 plus 3H2O. Then it will be compressed through compressor. It will pass into the chamber, in which chamber the catalyst we are keeping, that is iron oxide or aluminum oxide with potassium oxide as a catalyst. Here it will increase the rate of reaction. From there the gas, it will convert into gas form into condenser, and in condenser the liquid ammonia will get. Okay, from here then recirculation pump will recirculate the nitrogen gas or ammonia gas again to compressor. Like this way we can form. So now let's take this in the future. Just listen carefully. When N2 is reacting with 3H2, it will give us 2NH3, but at fixed heat of fusion, that is minus 46.1 kilojoule mole inverse. This is a special condition we need to keep. On this special condition, ammonia can be prepared. So it is Haber process. We find that the forward reaction is exothermic. And proceed with decreasing number of gases moles. It is according to Le Chatelet principle, the condition favorable for the forward process are low temperature and high pressure. However, at low temperature, the rate of the reaction become very slow. The optimum condition for the production of ammonia are a pressure of 200 into 10 raised to power 5 Pascal. So keep this 200 into 10 raised to power 5 Pascal is the standard pressure, which is low pressure, which is about 200 atmosphere if I'll say, and temperature at 700 Kelvin. It is used as a catalyst such as iron oxide and aluminum oxide to increase the rate of attainment of equilibrium. Earlier iron was used as a catalyst with molybdenum as a promoter. So the flow chart will show that how every process is working. Okay. So this is the process of manufacturing ammonia. Now we will talk about the process of manufacturing of HNO3. This is the manufacturing of nitric acid. Nitric acid can be prepared with the help of this manufacturing process, in which converter, first is converter, second is cooling pipe, third is oxidation, fourth is adsorption, and fifth is H2SO4 concentration. Okay, so in this manufacturing of nitric acid, dear students, first step is that you need to learn this diagram, in which 1, 2, 3 chamber is there and one cooler is there. So 3 chamber you will make, 1 chamber you will make like this shape, that is converter. Second you will make this cooler. Third you will make this chamber, which is oxidation chamber. Fourth you will make this chamber, that is absorption and acidifying chamber. So these chambers, see, this is converter, this is cooling, this is oxidation, this is absorption plus H2SO4 acidifying chamber. So now what is happening, when we are going to pass ammonia from here with the ratio of 1:10, it will pass through the converter, where platinum we are getting we have here, it is known as Ostwald process, in which platinum is used as a catalyst. This method is based on the catalytic oxidation of ammonia by atmospheric oxygen for the manufacturing of HNO3. So NH3, basically NH3 plus 5O2 will convert into 4NO plus H2O. Now when this NH3 will react with oxygen, it will convert into 2NO plus O2, and after that, in excess of oxygen, it will convert into nitrogen dioxide. This is the second step. From cooling pipe, the hot NH3 gas will be cooled down, which will react with in oxidation. Oxidation means the gain of oxygen. When it will pass oxygen with the excess of oxygen, NO will convert into 2NO2. Then from 2NO2 will pass into this adsorption and concentrated H2SO4 tank, where the nitrogen dioxide is formed, dissolved in water to give HNO3. So NO2 will dissolve in water. This H2O will pass. Now this NO2 plus H2O will react. It will form HNO3 plus NO. So NO is a recycle. Now this NO will recycle again, and aqueous HNO3 concentrated by distillation up to 68% will be get from with the help of this tower. Further concentration to 98% can be achieved by dehydration with concentrated H2SO4. Okay, so earlier we will get 68% HNO3, then when we are going to add it with H2SO4, then we are getting around 98% HNO3. Okay, so this is a simple process in which, with the help of what, we can manufacture nitric acid. Whereas if we will talk about the preparation of these oxo acids, it is very simple. Ammonium nitrite will decompose, will give N2O, which is written in the box. It means that we need to prepare. So we are preparing these. So you can see, if N2O we are preparing, so NH4 NO3 will be heat, it will come N2O and plus 2H2O. Now here your main work is to balance. If it is balanced, it means that this is manufactured. Second, sodium nitrate, ferrous sulfate and acid, when react, it will convert into this like this way. So I'm going to send this picture, try to understand. See student, it is not possible to teach each and everything with the help of these digital classes. Now these chemical reaction you need to practice yourself. More and more you will practice, more balancing you will do, you can understand more. Okay, so only this is I am giving you homework. So to practice, all the answer is given, to practice these numericals, these reactions, and complete this reaction. Okay, after this we will talk about structure. Structure is the most simplest and most easiest part. We will talk about structure of N2. So it is very simple, so many times you have done. N2 have triple bond, so by electron dot structure you need to maintain octet. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, it's octet, so it is the N2. When side by side uses we will do, it is used as a manufacturing of NH3 HNO3, metallurgy's operation, it is used in electric bulb, it is used in surgery for abnormal tissues and tumor. Similar way, when N2 is used to make the NH3 is used to make the HNO3. Okay, so NH3, so many times question is asked the diagram of NH3. So structure of NH3, one N have 1 2 3 4 5 electron. So each out of these 5, 3 electron share bond with hydrogen, so it is called sharing of bond. After that the N lone pair, that is lone pair, and it is showing because of this lone pair sp3 tetrahedral shape, but in actual it is pyramidal shape. So dear students, whenever you are drawing the structure, you have to write how many lone pair, how many bond pair is there. So 1 lone pair, 3 bond pair, 3 bond pair is reacting 3 hydrogen, so it is showing tetrahedral structure. If you make the structure of HNO3, 1N 1HO3, so each N is having 5 electrons. So once again 1, so you can see here these 1 2 3 4 bond is with oxygen, 3 bond is with oxygen, and oxygen is sharing with hydrogen. In this way this will give planar molecular structure, and it is showing resonating structure also. So where bond HON is 102 degree, bond ONO is 130 degree, bond order is 121 part meter between N and oxygen, and between this nitrogen oxygen there is 140.6. This is weak acid. This is used to manufacture the explosive like TNT, dynamite. It is used in perfume and dyes. It is used in fertilizer. It is used in artificial silk, and it is useful reagent for aquaregia also. After this, again, when you are going to draw the structure of the, you need to draw structure. So suppose here it is, first structure is N2O. N2O. It can be drawn like this way also. Then NO. Then next we have N2O3. This is N2O3. Then we have NO2. This is NO2. Then we have N2O4. So this is N2O4. And then last we have N2O5. This is N2O5. So draw, practice this structure. Once again I am telling you, the best way to study these general properties or preparation and structure of uses of these molecules are, draw a common table like this way and just compare their properties, preparation, structure and uses with each other. In this way you can recognize, you can remember, you can keep it in your mind for a long time. Okay, now it's your wish. You can read one by one also. First you will complete N2, then you will complete NH3, then you will complete HNO3, or you can first complete the properties of each other, then preparation of each other, then structure of each other. The most important part, I can say topic in this today's topic is manufacturing of NH3, manufacturing of HNO3, and the structure of ammonia and structure of HNO3. Okay, so hope so you understood the video and you like the video, and you will now make your own video of 1 minute after watching this video. Watch this video from my YouTube channel and comment that whether you understood or is there any doubt. So thank you. Thanks a lot for patience listening. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.